As we all know, collaborations with sneakers, something that happens pretty regularly, and you kind of have your household names like Sacai, Fragment, Clot, etc. And 2021 seems to be the year of the triple collaboration. Recently we've had probably the most well-known collaboration, which was the Air Jordan 1 High and Low, Travis Scott and Fragment. And recently Fragment and Sacai have teamed up to give their take on the LDWaffle silhouette. And this was a sneaker that I really wanted. So I entered all the raffles. I also obviously tried my luck on a sneakers app. And for some reason, the gods were on my favour, because not only did I get the W on the sneakers app, I also got a raffle win at Offspring and a raffle win at Footpatrol, which is kind of crazy. Hey, what's going on? Lukas here, back with another video. And today I'm checking out the LDWaffle Sacai Fragment triple collaboration in the light smoke grey colourway.
Perfect.
Thanks for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and also hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. You can also find me outside of YouTube on Instagram at Lukas Winn. And if you do like today's video, please do give it a thumbs up, as it really does help the channel grow. Now today I'm checking out the LDWaffle Sacai Fragment triple collaboration in the light smoke grey colourway. Now this originally dropped on the sneakers app at the end of August, and it was quite a sought after sneaker. There were only about 14,000 pairs, I believe, and I managed to cop one in my size, so that was my first W. But then things were interesting, because usually I enter raffles as well as obviously on the sneakers app, because you want to make sure you maximise your opportunity and your chances of copping. For some reason, a couple of days later I get a DM from Offspring saying that I'd won the install raffle for the same smoke grey colourway. So I was like, okay, this is crazy. So obviously I went to collect that, made the trip out to London, and obviously copped that sneaker. And then literally a few days later, I get another email from Footpatrol saying that I won the install raffle for the same sneaker. So now I'm having to basically go out again into London and cop that sneaker. Unfortunately I had a personal business to deal with, so I was able to kind of combine the two, so it worked out. But it's just been a crazy kind of couple of weeks. So I've been sitting on the sneaker for a couple of weeks now, but finally really have to get this review out and obviously give my thoughts and opinions on the sneaker. Now, I know for a fact that it only just dropped in the US. I believe the release was just pushed back on the sneakers app, so I think it released this week. So I think the timing of my review is still pretty fresh. So let's get to it. Now, as I said, I did cop this sneaker 3 times. It's kind of crazy because I know in the US, I believe the drop was only 24,000 pairs. And as I said, in Europe, certainly in the UK, I think it's like 14,000 in the light smoke grey. And of the 2 colourways, because there was also a black and blue release, I believe the light smoke grey is more flexible in terms of what fits you can wear it with. I feel the black and blue is kind of, you have a bit more limitations, so this is definitely an everyday sneaker that you could wear. So I copped this 3 times, and obviously here we had the 3 boxes. So what I'll do is I'll obviously just use 1 box for the review. But I just kind of want to highlight how crazy this release has been for me. Now, for those that don't know, Sacai is a clothing fashion brand for Chichozi Abe, and Fragment Design is Hiroshi Fujiwara's design label based out of Japan. I actually did a review on the Fragment Nike Dunk Highs in the Beijing colourway. It's still a clean sneaker. Managed to get this for just over retail. The resale on this is pretty low, so it's definitely something you might want to cop. I did do a full review on this, so feel free to check that out. I'll leave a link in the top of the screen, also in the description down below. So anyway, get back to the sneaker. So you have your all orange box, and you have your glossy Nike logo on the top, and obviously the swoosh. And then you turn to the side, you've got the old school Nike logo. So you've got the NI, then the swoosh, and then the IKE, and then the continuation of the swoosh on this side. And then on the front, you've got an embossed Nike logo with the swoosh right here. So take a look at the size tag. It's the Nike LDWaffle SF. Colourway is light smoke grey, white, black. The size tag is UK 13, US 14. So there's a slide box, so we'll pull this. And inside you have the Sacai paper that you will get with another Sacai release. So we'll just pull this back. And then pull this back. And then they're individually wrapped, each of these. So I'll just pull this one out. So here we have the LDWaffle Sacai Fragment triple collaboration in the light smoke grey. Really happy to get this in hand because I have gone for the vapor waffles a couple of times. Certainly the sesame colourway was one that really appealed to me. Unfortunately, took L's on that. So to get this in hand not only once but 3 times is definitely a major cop for me. So here we have the sneaker. As I said, it's a very polarising sneaker, and it has some very classic Sacai touches that you've seen with other Sacai collaborations. So if we look on the outsole, it's a very rugged black outsole with these treads. So again, it's it's for running primarily. And then you come to the midsole, and here you see the first Sacai touch here. So you have the grey bottom here, and then you have this white. So you have a secondary midsole right here, and you have the classic, and then Fragment, and then Sacai. So to kind of show the collaboration. And as we turn to the front, the toe box, you've got an all mesh toe box, but then you have this grey suede, the light smoke grey suede right here, going obviously around the mud guard and around the toe box, all the way to the medial side. Definitely feels nice to the touch, and obviously gives you that more premium feel. As we go up the upper, you've got again this more fur element here. It's a different kind of suede, I'd say. Definitely that's a nice little touch. And you've got the grey laces. Because it's Sacai, there's all these doubled elements, so you've got double laces right here, and that continues up the tongue. So you've got a mesh, you've got a nylon mesh tongue, and then you have another trademark of Sacai, which is the double tongue. So you've got on the front tongue, you've got Nike sportswear with the orange swoosh, and then made in China. And the secondary tongue behind, you've got the classic lightening Fragment logo in black on the white background. You get grey laces by default, but you also get a set of white laces as well, so you can obviously swap those out. And then if we turn to the side, you've got some more elements of Sacai right here. So you've got the double swooshes, again a trademark of Sacai collaborations with Nike. So you've got this here, the inner one here. So again, this feels like these are both leather. The outer one feels a bit more shiny, like feels more smoother to the touch than the inner swoosh. Again, that's a nice little detail. Then we come to the ankle, and you've got this suede continues around on the side, and obviously back to the heel counter at the back. You've got Nike Sacai right here on the heel tab as well, just in painted on black writing. It's not embossed at all. And we come to the medial side, and again you've got the double swooshes here again, and then you have the Fragment element, which is the LDWaffle FA21, so full 21, MNS run, men's run, 233, I assume a stock code. Then you've got Sacai / Fragment as well here. And what's interesting is the writing is running along the tread of the midsole here, so it kind of follows the design around, so it's quite a nice little detail. And so we then got this polarizing midsole here on the back that kind of sticks out here. So when you wear the shoe, obviously you've got this element here on the base. That's where your main tread's going to go, but you've also got this piece here as well. So again, it's an interesting touch. So yeah, that's pretty much the sneaker, to be honest. What's interesting to me is Fragment Design doesn't really feature much on this. I thought to myself that there'd been a much stronger element of the collaboration To me, this is a Sacai LDWaffle sneaker, and there's some little touches of Fragment, but I feel that Sacai is the dominating collaborator here. So it's like Fragment was added in at the last minute because Nike wanted to potentially garner more sales from the triple collaboration, as they knew obviously, you know, Travis Scott was coming out with Fragment Design. They kind of probably wanted to capitalize on that. Again, speculation, but that's just my thinking. And again, if we look on the insole, you just got Nike and Sacai on the insole as well. The left shoe is exactly the same, so there's no differences there. Again, that's kind of interesting because to me, the collaboration is not featuring Fragment that much. I mean, you've literally got 3 touches on the sneaker. You've got the lightning bolt on the tongue. You've got Fragment written here on the lateral side on the midsole, and then you've got the text that you see on all Fragment Design sneakers. But outside of that, to me, if I was looking at a sneaker, I would say this is a Sacai as the primary collaborator. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing if I'm honest, but definitely happy to have this in hand. I think it's fire. It's definitely a very polarizing sneaker, as I said. It's definitely one you can rock with every day, a lot of different outfits, etc. In terms of sizing, I went true to size. It's a little bit snug, I would say, but getting sneakers in my size is hard enough as it is. So I was just happy to get the W's, and I can definitely make it work. But you may want to go half size up if you have that option. So what do you think of the sneaker? Did you manage to cop, or did you take an L? Let me know in the comment section down below. In terms of resale, so it's not going for a huge amount, if I'm honest. I've had one of my pairs up on Alias for a few weeks now, and it was only going for about £30 more than retail, so not a huge potential for resale value, but obviously I don't need 3 pairs of this right now, so my plan right now is to keep 2 of them. So obviously one to rock and obviously one to stock. So yeah, but then again, just really happy to get this in hand, and obviously really happy to get 3 pairs of this. You know, it's never happened before, especially for a hype sneaker like this. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting turn of events. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, and obviously appreciate any feedback that you can give. Stay tuned for the on foot, it's coming up shortly, and again, appreciate any comments from that. So thanks for checking this video. If it's the kind of content you want to see, please do hit that subscribe button, and also click the notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. You can also find me outside of YouTube on Instagram at Lukas Winn. And again, if you do like today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really does help the channel grow. And until next time, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video.
Perfect.